Well, joining us now to break down Denny Hamlin's win in the round of 12 is NBC Sports Washington's and NASCAR insider Davey Segal. Davey, Hamlin went the entire regular season without a win. He had strong performances but couldn't quite get to victory lane, but he starts the opening round of the playoffs with a win, and he does the exact same thing in the next round. What do you make of his recent success?
Getting hot at the right time, and that's the name of the game with this playoff format, right? We've seen it in past years that drivers have an extremely successful regular season, and they're the championship favorite, right? Until the playoffs start, and then their performance tapers off. Somebody else gets hot at the right time. Now, I know there's still a lot of racing left to be done for Denny Hamlin if he wants to get to the championship four and then eventually win that championship. That's a whole different can of worms. But right now, JGR seems to have maybe surpassed Hendrick Motorsports, and Denny Hamlin right now on paper is probably the championship favorite. It's got to be feeling pretty good heading into Talladega too with a win in his pocket.
All right, you mentioned Hendrick Motorsports. Let's go to Charlotte's William Byron. Obviously, he had to start at the back in Sunday's race. We saw a strong performance from him, but then he had some issues. He had some bad luck. He ended the race 18th. He's now below the cut line heading to Dega. How do you think Byron and the rest of the Hendrick group will fare in this round?
Yeah, it was an interesting race for Byron, too, because he started in the rear and made his way up inside the top 10 before the competition caution, which was crazy. Then had a couple pit stop miscues, had to come back from the rear of the field again, then had another one, strategy mishap, but he had a bad, fast race car. All of Hendrick Motorsports did, too. Kyle Larson won the first stage, but then there were some strategy miscues on his part. Alex Bowman had a loose wheel. So even though Chase Elliott came home runner-up, Hendrick Motorsports overall definitely left some on the table. I mean, they had a lot of speed and they could have gotten better results, which would have put them in a better position heading to Talladega, heading to the Charlotte Roval. You cannot feel safe whether you're above the cut line or below the cut line heading to Talladega or heading to the Roval. Now, Byron's only 4 below the cut line right now. So heading to Talladega, anything can happen. Even if he gets involved in a crash, if it collects everybody else that's behind him and ahead of him, he could be staying put where he is heading to the cutoff for the round of 12 at the Charlotte Roval. So if I'm Hendrick Motorsports, I'm not hitting the panic button yet. I may be starting to hover my hand over it, but I'm not going to freak out too soon.
All right, Davey, you just touched on it. Next up, it's Talladega. This is a true wild card, in my opinion, in the playoffs. Obviously, Hamlin goes there feeling stress-free, but how are the other 11 playoff drivers feeling?
Stressful. You cannot be safe at Talladega. And a lot of drivers have said, too, if you crash out at Talladega, but you still finish top 25, as weird as that sounds, that could be considered a good day. And if you finish top 10, if you finish top 15, that could be considered a great day. Talladega is an unknown for a myriad of reasons, most of all, which you could be involved in a wreck, not of your own doing, totally not your fault, wrong place, wrong time, and it could totally derail your championship hopes, your championship chances. We've seen it happen to Kyle Busch in the past. We've seen it happen to Denny Hamlin in the past. We've seen Kevin Harvick maybe have some race manipulation in the past in 2015. Talladega is crazy for a reason. So we are going to see a lot more craziness this upcoming weekend. Is Hendrick going to work together? Are they going to stick in the back? Are the drivers that need to have a good race to make up points going to try to run up front, gain stage points? Or are they going to hang back and try to go when the big ones, so to speak, kind of weed themselves out? I don't know what's going to happen, but that's why I'm so excited to watch this weekend on the NBC family networks.
All right, definitely getting exciting. It's that time in the playoffs, do or die. Dega going to be a wild card, full of surprises, I'm sure. And of course, following that, you mentioned it earlier, Davey, it's going to be a stop at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the elimination race, which will be on the Roval, of course. We're going to be there providing everyone with coverage. We can't wait to see how that one plays out as well. And as always, we appreciate your time, and that's going to do it for sports.